Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins.
Let's go, folks.
The heart! Hey!
51 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Here we go, Hall.
51 to Mike.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's the way.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, 180.
Mike, 58, right there. Check.
Play action now. Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one because in their daydream, This was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Listen to me.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
One. Two.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Ready! Check. Bring up 48.
Cousins on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 17-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. But now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins now. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and a yard.
Check the hunt. Ready?
59. Right to 59. Get this one.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Target. Hey, cluster.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Rivers. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Pull it together. Hey, go orange. Orange. 56. Wait, 89.
first carry now for the backup, Deshaun McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Step around 80, 180.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 27, Rivers. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Redskins Redskins send out their punter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kendall Beckwith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Cousins. Left side, it's Dorsett. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Let's go, baby.
A gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
Hey,
Let's calm it up. Hey, let's go.
hey, 382, last 50.
Now Gordon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Lucky 48.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, Steamer.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Stay with your man.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcel Darius picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
no, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jahan, 180.
59.
Hey, yo.
Big stop. Let's go.
Now Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 55 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This will be caught inside the 10. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Here's Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, no, easy.
Watch the shot.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked at this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down, Lions.
Check 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Jahan, ready?
59. Here we go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Round 80.
51. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Get him, boys.
So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long. Cousins now from the 50. It's complete. James White spins away. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and long.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. James White, his 1st touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Cousins on first down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Adam Thielen, 77 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Wait, 89!
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Let's go. Single, single. Key 39, 39. Check 52.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Cousins from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second and inches, Rivers will get this out to Barkley, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Check 24. Check 4. Check 4.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10.
Come get some.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Slam.
And they'll run it with McCoy. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. LaShawn McCoy unable to get to the marker. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's Collins. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
The Lions on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, this is Collins. That good for 19 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Strip that ball.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in